YouTube, what is up? It is your boy Duke, back here from sportsgamers.com, and in today's Madden 23 tip video, I'm about to break down the top secret defense that the pros don't want you to know about. Now trust me guys, I know Madden 24 is about to drop in literally a week, but this little trick slash adjustment is so dominant, you gotta know it. I promise you guys, the pros have been keeping this secret all year long, and I'm about to spill the beans. This is why the pros have been able to run spinner all year with effectiveness, but the average Madden player tries and they just don't know how to do it because there's a trick that 99 or 90+% of players just don't know exists. So we're going to be looking at the dollar/spinner meta, and I know you're saying, Duke, everybody runs dollar, everybody runs spinner. Yeah, I know, but again, y'all don't know this secret I'm about to show you. So let's just get straight into it. So, two of the biggest problems with the average person spinner, is when you go up against tight/trips trade type formations. These cause huge problems, and I'm about to explain why and show you the trick and what a big difference it makes. Now, first of all, when running spinner, just in general, you need to make sure that in your coaching adjustments, you turn on base alignment. The reason for this is simple. If you come out and say just default alignment, and you're going up against different types of formations, you never know what's going to happen. Like here, you guys can see in default alignment, your slot corners are not lined up properly. You'll get the one on the right next to the D end. Then you got this one in the left. He's 10-15 yards out in the middle of nowhere. So neither one of these guys are going to get good pressure. They're not going to get good pressure. They're just not going to get pressure. So the reason why you need it on base alignment is when you put it on base alignment, they always line up in the same spot no matter what, against whatever formation, and that's going to allow you to make sure you get pressure. So spinner, on the baseline is very simple to run against like bunch or spread formations. If you go up against bunch, you go up against spread, your dudes are pretty much in the right spots. You can make a simple adjustment, maybe man up a running back or a tight end, throw out deep zones if you want to throw out deep zones, flats if you want to throw out flats. But for the most part, your defense is set, ready to rock, and you get that quick pressure. It's not so simple, though, against tight end trips, and that's why most smart players, honestly, this year, 9 out of 10 run tight for this very reason. So let's just get straight into that tight offset TE in the Saints playbook, and we're going to explain to you guys what is so crazy about this. So let's just take a look. Still, we're in the base aligned spinner, right? So when you break the huddle, what you're going to want to do is press your coverage. So press your coverage, and you're going to notice, yes, the slot corners are lined up in the proper position for them to screen. The problem is, and there's a few problems. We'll show you guys the problem in tight, then we're going to show you guys the problem with trips, and we're going to show you how one simple trick is going to solve all your problems and make your spinner 1,000 times better in this video. So, when you press your coverage, I want you guys to notice something. Your outside corners that are manned up on the outside receivers, they're actually lined up inside of the blitzers. This is a huge problem. Why is this a huge problem? Well, against a good player at least, you can't just run stock man-to-man cover zero with no adjustments and just man up the running back or tight end. You can't do it. It's not going to work. Do you want to become a better Madden player and win more games? If so, check out my premium Madden strategy website, sportsgamers.com. I've built sportsgamers.com to provide you with the best Madden tips, best Madden ebooks and schemes, all from the pros at the lowest price possible. I've helped thousands upon thousands of Madden players improve their games, and I can help you as well. Our VIP Madden membership is our best offer yet. This membership will include all of our Madden ebooks all year long and hundreds of weekly Madden Vault tip updates to keep you ahead of the game. Click the link in the description and use coupon code DUKE for 10% off your order. Because they're going to throw a million man beaters at you. You might want to put those outside corners in deep zones of some sort. You might want to mix and match your coverage. But because these outside corners are now lined up inside of the blitzers, they actually think that they're slot corners. So if you try to put them in a deep zone, look, Smith's assignments are seam flats, hard flats, curl flats, etc. He has no deep zones. So if I just quickly thought, I'm putting him in a deep zone, I'm actually putting him in the seam flat, and I am screwed. So how can we get around all these problems? This is one big problem. Trips has another. What can we do? I'm about to spill the beans, and this is going to make your spinner 1,000 times better, guys. Hey, if you enjoy my content, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you really rock me, smash that like button, comment on the video. We got a ton of content coming up for Madden 24. And in this final week as we head into Madden 24 drops, I'm going to be posting gameplays, tips, offensive and defensive schemes, commentary, news. This is going to be your one-stop shop for Madden 24, so let's get it. Alright, so to fix this problem, the first step again is to press your coverage. That's coverage audible, which is either triangle or Y and then down on the left analog stick. the left analog stick. Now this next step is so simple, you're going to kick yourself for not figuring this out. But you man align. Even though we're on base alignment, which is to get the slot corners in position, once we do that, we come out on the field and press. We're going to man align. So again, press your coverage, then you man align. To man align, you hit coverage audible, again, triangle or Y. Then you either hit R1 or RB. As you guys can see, it pops up on the menu. Look, R1, for me, that's PlayStation, is man align. Might be, it's either R1 or RB, depending upon if you're on PlayStation or Xbox. So, guys, once that happens, look what just happened. Two things. A, the safeties, both of them, Johnson and Porter Jr., they moved a few yards down into the slot. This helps against the run and protect against quick seam passes. But, more importantly, your outside cornerbacks, they moved up and out. So they basically move a little bit out, a little bit back, I guess you could say. Now they're outside and backed up of these slot corners that are blitzing. This means the game now recognizes them, once again, it's an outside corner instead of a slot corner. So now I could put them in any sort of deep zone I want, or flat zone. All the assignments I want are there once again. You see Adams has all the zones. If we go back over here, Smith, he has all the zones. So now I'm easily able to, if I wanted, to put all these guys in the different zones I could possibly want and play my man-zone combo, which you need to do this year to be good at the game. I mean, let's just be real. You can't come out here and, you just can't come out here playing all-out crazy man-to-man. You're going to get popped. You are. It's just that simple. So look, we're good. We're good. So guys, this is a huge adjustment because now you can put these guys in whatever coverage you want because they're, once again, outside corners and they're not slot corners. Past that, we're going to man the running back up just to make sure, he's not wide open. But, this is big here because of all the different adjustments I could possibly do. Another thing I want to note is not only are the adjustments big, but playing off-man coverage is really good because you're not going to get beat by the simple stuff that you would otherwise get beat by, just getting beat over the top off beat press animations. And heading into Madden 24, you definitely don't want to press because in Madden 24, you'll get beat even worse off the line. So just take a look at this. As you guys can see, the pressure comes quick off that edge. There is nothing open. They can't throw the corners anymore. They try to go with the corner streak combo. But because I was able to now put these outside corners in deep zones, if I wanted to help protect on the corner routes, they were able, they got sacked, right? There's nothing open, they get sacked. Now, guys, you don't even need to blitz both of these players. Guys, another thing I want you to note is, you don't even have to blitz both sides. You can easily just blitz one side if you want. That's completely fine. So, here, if I notice that they keep sending everybody out on routes, that's completely cool. Because, I can easily just send the pressure off one side, as you guys can see there. If you only send it off one side, obviously they might be able to roll out a little bit from it, just as they did there to kind of, delay the pressure a little bit. But it's still going to come free. They try to, scramble away from it, that's fine. But there's nothing open here. There's nothing open, and they end up having to take a sack. Now, I will say, if they're going to block the running back, you definitely are going to be better. So, here, if they block the running back, max protect or whatever, you're definitely going to be better if they are going to keep somebody in. Just make sure you go ahead and send both. I mean, I'm a big proponent of sending 5 when they are going to block the running back. I just know that when I send 5, if they block the running back, it's still going to get pressure. It will get pressure regardless when I send 5. You also can spread out that line. If you know for a fact that they're not running, spread that line out. It's going to get in there. Now, obviously, there you saw the flats were a little bit open. That's what we would have to use her. But that's cool. So, what I just showed you does a great job against tight. Now, let's look at this against tray formations like trips. And when I say tray, trips, it's like trips, tight end, tray offset, that type of stuff. So, the problem with this formation is, again, remember, you have to be on base alignment. Because if you take base alignment off, that slot DBs don't line up in the right space to blitz. But if we press our coverage, you guys can see now we're screwed because... well, there's a few problems here. A, like most formations, you can man up the uncovered guy. He's a tight end or a running back. Not a big deal. So having this receiver in space uncovered, that's a huge problem. Because, I want to have the ability to blitz 5. Blitzing 5 is what makes this defense so good. I don't want to have to man up a slot corner on this receiver because then I can't blitz 5 if I want to. I don't really want to man up a sub linebacker on him because, that's just taking away from the defense. So it's just that's a problem first off. But there's more problems. Secondly, look how deep this guy is on the running back. They just throw the running back out the backfield. That's a quick and easy catch. Then, look at the tight end man up. The tight end man up is all the way 20 yards over here. You simply send the tight end over the middle. He's got, 20 yards of space. So this is just not good. Again, how can we solve this? Well, spoiler alert, it's the mana line. The mana line just makes such a big difference. So again, you have to do this in the same order though. You have to press your coverage first. So make sure you do it in the same order. First, press your coverage audible, triangle, Y, and then down. Right? Then you mana line, triangle Y, then R1 or RB. Now again, guys, look, it will send the dude over the slot receiver. Everyone's lined up properly. We can just man up the running back if we need to. Again, just as I said in tight, notice how not only are the slot DBs at perfect depth and no one's, uncovered, but also the guys in man coverage are lined up off the line, off the ball. That's really big because, again, you don't want to get beat off the press. And then also in this year's game, you just get better coverage to let your knockouts and your shades or one-steps make plays if you're lined up in off-man coverage because you don't have to worry about the crazy release animations off the press. Again, if you notice that this DN on the left of the screen, he did slide in. So if you think that they're passing for sure and not running, you can spread them out. You don't have to spread them out, though. You'll still get good pressure. And this is just how it is. Again, like if you know that they're not going to block the running back, obviously you could put one of the slot corners in coverage. But if you feel like they are, it is better to go ahead and just send 5. Because, that point, it guarantees you pressure. Whether they block somebody or not, doesn't matter. You're screaming. Hey, I hope y'all enjoyed this tip. It's a huge secret. I just dropped the beans, spilled the beans. If y'all enjoyed it, smash that like button. Until next time, it's your boy Duke, and I'm out of here.